This video is a video not to commend someone and uplift their name, but this person I am talking about mainly and specifically is a man named Andrew Tyner, or Warning the People. What this man says is true, not because this man has knowledge of everything or of this or of that, or of simply his own personal experiences of life, or just simply put of his opinion and what he thinks is right and what he thinks is wrong. No. I know it to be true of what he says is because I have asked Jesus for myself to give me understanding of what this man says. And I know without a doubt that this man is a servant of Jesus Christ. One night, I asked someone that was also like him, named Jan Boshoff, who has passed away in January of 2020, right before the pandemic struck the world. I asked the Lord during a thunderstorm, Lord, if Jan Boshoff is truly with you, show me a lightning strike between two trees, either this side or that side. And the Lord showed me a flash of lightning. And I smiled at the fact that God answered my prayer with that. There are things that are hard to understand. And if there's something that is hard to understand, whether it be in the Bible or whether what someone says, ask Jesus and he will reveal it to you. Jesus isn't far off to anyone who really wants to ask him a question. Simply ask Jesus a question and he will answer it to you. But Andrew Tyner, if you're out there watching this video, I am trying to be a servant of God, even though the road that I am on is very difficult, especially with lust all around the world, with money and greed all around. But my name's Nicholas Pornova. I'm 23 years old. I live in Southwest Virginia. I think that's what they call it here where I live at. But more to the point, guys, this man that I am talking about, he is a servant of Christ. He isn't a demon-possessed man. He is not a legalistic man. He isn't this, he isn't that, what many people speak against him about. I know what the will of God is going on, or what I meant to say was, I know what God is doing, because when I was baptized in February of 2020, months later, I come across his YouTube channel, Warning the People. I used to be one of the many people that spoke against this channel, but mainly it was in my heart that I said this in my heart about him. Then one day, in his videos, he said, don't ask me, ask Jesus for yourself. And he said it like, he didn't say it like that, but basically what he said, he said, if you don't believe me, don't believe me. Ask Jesus for yourself and he will reveal it to you. And I asked Jesus one day if, like I said, Lord, what is he talking about with the churches? I don't understand it. And I prayed this multiple times throughout the days. And then one day I asked him, and in my heart, he revealed it to me in my heart, or in my spirit. And I was so appalled and shocked that I even prayed for a pastor, the youth pastor that works at the church I used to go to. And I said to him, Lord, if this is true what you told me, get him and his wife out of that church. And eventually he did. And eventually I came across the youth pastor I met, and I asked him, why did he leave? And he told me that there were some stuff that was going on in that church that basically didn't align with the truth. They didn't like what was going on in the church, so they left. Now, I don't know if they still go or not, but I was so amazed that happened, or I was just shocked. But it's at one point after I was baptized, I thought, singing songs or going to church or even doing tithing would win my favor to God. I didn't think this like that, but I had the thought of the thing in my heart: if I do these things, that would win God's favor. That obviously is not true. It's doing the will of Jesus is what wins your favor. Now, if you're doing things in vain, then will you be accepted still? No, he will not. He will rebuke you for what you're doing. And we have to be all the time ready and careful of how we follow Jesus, because sometimes things will happen in our life that will test us. We have to be careful with how we do things for the Lord. We can't wear clothing that's sexually immoral for both men and women, and to say we are doing the will of Jesus by wearing these clothings, but yet they're wearing half-naked stuff. This is perverted towards God, and this is against the will of Him. Just as Andrew Tyner says in some of his videos, do not listen to me. Listen to what Jesus says, and He will. If you don't believe me, don't believe me. Ask Jesus for yourself, and He will reveal it to you. Because there will be a day, if you don't listen to Him, a path like right here, where it says road closed, well, a pathway closed. There will come a day where your path will end. But where will your path end? Will it be on the straight and narrow path where it will end on the straight and narrow path, or on the big and broad path that leads to destruction? So Andrew Tyner, I pray that this video in any way or manner comes your way. Pray for me, and as I have also prayed for you and for other disciples that are out there, may Jesus bless your guys' day and night. And I also pray for anyone who is out there who wants to follow Jesus. Seek Him with all your might. If you stumble, get back up and keep following Him, but do not keep stumbling, because like anyone, there will come a day where if you stumble, you will remain fallen, and you will end up in the place with unquenchable fire. Andrew Tyner, any other disciple out there, and everybody on this video, may Jesus bless your day and night.